Hi, I'm Clyde Lewis, and this is Ground Zero Behind the Scenes. I'm looking at the book, The Real Men in Black, by Nick Redfern. He's a guest on the show many times, and we were trying to get him on this week. It's kind of weird. We were going to get him on to talk about something else entirely, something other than the Men in Black. What's really bizarre is we were thinking about Nick Redfern and his wonderful book, The Men in Black, or The Real Men in Black. I got a message from Cars Peel, who is a listener of my show. He sent it to me on Facebook, talking about how he had in his possession a picture of the M.I.B.s. And the picture is an amazing shot. And one of the things about it that's so fascinating about the shot is that the shot shows two men. One looks like he has a bad gait or a club foot or some problem with his foot. It was very, very similar to the Men in Black that I've come in contact with. In fact, the one that I saw at Suki's, the one that I interviewed a long time ago, Mr. N, several other experiences I've had with M.I.B.s look exactly like this picture. And so what I did is I looked it over and it gave me chills, but I decided that I would ask Zach Burns of Beck and Burns to come in and talk with us. And we were discussing what had happened is that today I got a picture from a listener who told me that he had a contact with the Men in Black, which is amazing, this picture that he sent. And we're looking at the picture, both Zach and I, and you were saying, Zach, that it's just men in suits. I'm saying, no, take a look closely at this. I mean, what you know about what? Here's a book, Nick Redfern's book, called The Men in Black. Have you read this book?
I haven't got. I've seen the film adaptation though with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Oh no, that's not. That's not it. It's not it at all. No, so the Men in Black are not like that at all. I mean, you're familiar with Mothman, aren't you?
Yes, very familiar with Mothman. Terrified.
Okay, so so you read the John Keel story of Mothman,
yes,
the scary story of Mothman, and how the Men in Black show up, and they start interrogating people for something, and they're asking them questions, and so the thing that I find interesting about this photo, and I want to point it out to you, is that the reason why I have a feeling that this is a legit photo of the Men in Black. Take a look at how this guy's gait is.
He's got a club foot.
It looks like a club foot, doesn't it?
He's walking like Kevin Spacey does in The Usual Suspects.
Oh, we won't say who that is in The Usual Suspects.
Right.
But
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, we can't give it away. But in the meantime, I gotta get the story, and I'll probably get the story later and discuss it. But I don't know if this is a full show, but my God, this is an amazing photo of the Men in Black. It looks like the real Men in Black coming in. They have the hats.
We're never supposed to know they're around.
No, but they pop in and out.
They do.
And then when you see them, I mean, you know, when you look at one, you know that that's who they are because they act peculiar. They don't act like they belong here. And this gait, this walking gait of this guy right here, is enough to convince me that these guys either A, are doing this to see if they'll get attention, or B, these are real Men in Black.
I wish you, even if it were 10 seconds long, I wish you had a short video clip.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, just to see what they actually look like strolling along there.
So, Ground Zero Behind the Scenes, we got right here a photograph from a listener of an alleged sighting of M.I.B.s. We're going to investigate this more, but in the meantime, marvel at this picture. It's an amazing picture. I'd like to thank Zach for being a part of it, too. He caught eye of it. We wanted him on to talk about it as well. And
no problem.
Beck and Burns, of course, on from 7 to 9 every night on KXL.
We'll be talking Dick Clark.
Thanks a lot.
There's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. And, of course, now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, he goes, I don't know how to describe them except for extremely odd-looking. They were the exact same height, they were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins. And he said they were wearing black suits, black trench coats. They were wearing like the old-fashioned Federo hats. They had extremely, extremely pale skin. And he said they came in and they asked for you. And I said, I'm sorry, he's actually not working today. And it seemed like they didn't believe me, so they started to walk around the hotel, and shortly after, they went to the tour desk. But he goes, they freaked me out, and I really wanted to tell you that there were these weird guys in here looking for you. So, of course, now I'm a little bit skeptical and I'm a little bit freaked out all at the same time. So the first thing I do is I run into my security office, And I rewound the cameras, and sure enough, here comes two gentlemen through the front door looking exactly how he described. Then the next day, I was talking with my tour desk, and one of them asked to talk to me. She came in my office, the same as my bellman, and she said, I heard that you heard that there were some men looking for you. And she said, they asked a few questions about you, and they said strange things that I didn't understand. And they were talking about governments and conspiracies, and none of it made any sense to me. But she goes, they were very, very scary. She said they had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Their hair looked like they had a wig on, like it was attached to their hat, like it wasn't even real. And she said, and the scariest thing, their eyes were so big and so blue that they almost hypnotized me a little bit. And she goes, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I swear they knew what I was thinking. And she started to cry, and she said one more thing before she left. She said, these men, they didn't blink. Not once did I see them blink.